Hello everyone and welcome back. Unfortunately Haley could not join us today. She has a stomach bug, but everyone give them all of the love in your hearts. Actually I want you to spam them. I want you to spam them in the Discord. I'll talk about that later, but you should spam them in the Discord chat, giving them all the love in the world. But before we get to that, I think we should introduce these lovely players. Also, welcome to episode 13 of Chains of Asmodeus. I'm absolutely, definitely feeling okay. Hi! I'm the person that just got a new gaming chair and I have never been so tenderly cupped by anything in my life. Maddie! Sue!
Oh God. These always make me panic a little bit. Hi, I'm Sue. And the other day, I had to put on lipstick on one of my beautiful friends that are women, and I panicked and I couldn't do it.
That's real. Hannah!
Hi, I'm the one who's been cramming for D&D at a castle next month, and I know too much about Celestia, and so once we're done going through the hells, I'm gonna jump right into heaven, so fingers crossed I get there. Hannah!
Don't hold your breath. Diana!
I'm the one who's going to Ren Fair. Not this weekend, next weekend. I mean, technically next weekend. I don't know what the this weekend, next weekend thing is anymore. I'm just excited for the mead. Diana Faye.
And Apollo.
Hello there. I'm the person who ate too much pasta far too quick and now I have a tummy ache. Apollo.
Oh no. Literally Asmodeus' strongest soldier. He has a tummy ache. And welcome back to Chains of Asmodeus. If you see me quivering, it's not with excitement. I am so cold right now, but I have a blankie and I don't have a hot chockey. But one of us has a tummy ache.
Shivering is the word that you're looking for. Quivering is not the right one.
No, I believe that I am quivering because I'm also being held tenderly. Alright? How about that?
They're being cupped. Didn't you listen?
Yeah.
Hannah never listens to me. It is so cold in Australia, and here's the thing. I'm going off topic here. You don't think it would be cold here, but none of our houses are built for the cold. We had to choose between building our houses for the heat and for the cold, and we chose neither. And that means that we have Canadians here who have like, I've never been more colder in my life than in Melbourne in an Australian house in the middle of winter. And I'm like, thank you. Anyways. Welcome to Madaros. Look, we need okay, first and foremost, you need to follow the people, and I'm gonna put the thing in. Everything's fine, and my medicine isn't hitting right now. Also, content warnings are really important because we need to keep you as safe as possible, and we're in the stinky place, so if you don't like stinky things, you might not like this. Also, you should check out the Discord, which is where you can bully Haley with so much love. Bully them, please. Say get better soon. Love you. Also, if you want to check out the beginner one-shots for this campaign, as well as the beginner one-shots for our last campaign, Dungeons and Demigods, you can check that out on the Patreon, which supports everyone here. I've seen a few people have already signed up. Thank you so much to those people. I think next session I'm going to get a list and I will give love to everyone who has joined. But yeah, you can check it out. It's gonna be great. Apart from that, also I didn't make a command. I need to make a command. Some people here have been nominated for Crit Awards, which you absolutely need to vote for. So I will make a command during the break. Someone needs to remind me. But if you just head to the Crit Awards website, you can vote. I have been nominated for Best Dungeon Master. Dungeons and Demigods has been nominated for Best Use of Safety Tools and Accessibility Tools in a TTRPG. Diana was in one of the one-shots that has been nominated, which was...
So was Hannah.
So, oh wait,
it
what
was
are the
Beyond
names?
the Tavern Wall.
Oh, were you both in the same one?
Yeah.
Oh my god, double the reason. Beyond the Tavern Wall Make sure you vote for that one. Also, they're not here, but Haley got nominated for Best Chaosium Player, so make sure you vote for them, as well as many friends. So if you can, even if you don't especially know the category, there is a read-only section, read-only list. If you aren't sure of who to vote for, make sure you check out the people listed and do your best if you can to vote in every category. Give the Crit Awards all the support you can, as well as the creatives. And definitely use it to discover new projects and new things. Crit Awards is a fantastic initiative to help people kind of launch themselves more in the scene. We always love how much they include some lesser known people and projects. I've learnt of so many new friends and followed so many new people because of the Crit Awards. They're great. Kisses! Alright, and now we're going to have a recap. So Haley isn't here. So Apollo is going to do the recap. Apollo, you have like a minute. I believe in you. Go.
All right, put that shit on the clock. My tummy is rumbling, and so was last session. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the recap. Meow, 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 meow. So we start off strong. We reach Minaros, right? And Shiloh starts shrieking, being like, "I need blood." I'm like, "How much blood you need?" She'd like, "A little sip." I say, "Okay." Boom. Here you go. Have some blood. Gave Shiloh a goblet of my blood. It was very platonic. It was strictly business. We enter Minaros. Place is, and I quote, "Dirty boy." Solid, dirty place. Nasty, stinky. We're asking around. It's a very open plan market. Nobody really has a stall. You just kind of fuck around and find what you need. We were told that the soul would most likely be in Mammon's Boggy Trove. Horrible name. It sounds like an STD, and we've been over this.
That was my nickname in high school.
And anyway, so in Maddie's high school nickname, there are going to be two beasts that live there and sort of hoard powerful things. Things that hoard powerful beasts that hoard items. I can't fucking think what that might be. Anyway, I paid a tooth for that information. I took my dick sword, and I took out a little fang. Love that for me.
Sorry,
anyway,
what was that sound?
Don't worry
Nothing.
about it.
Don't distract me. Okay, so then we get to the Boggy Trove, and it's nasty. There's a big eye-looking motherfucker, and we all go and we're all like, "This shit nasty." And then a little motherfucker is like, "Hey," and I'm like, "You're Mammon." And he's like, "No, who said that?" And I said, "You got my daughter's soul." And he said, "Maybe. Do you want to put on a show for us?" I said, "So long as I don't have to get into drag." So then we went down, and I replayed a fake version of the memory, and then re-killed my daughter in front of everyone. And then everyone was like, "Whoa, that's not cool." I said, "Fuck y'all, I came to get what I wanted, and technically I never lied, y'all just didn't ask the right questions." And then everyone hates my ass. Deserved. And then Sue, like a fucking sniper, said Iphigenia at Owlus, and I'm still thinking about that. And we gotta find probably the accounting of all things. That's my recap.
Hey, that was pretty good, man. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Kisses. Alright.
Nice.
So, the one thing you missed, I think, is you guys had the dream potions. Did you mention that?
No, and also Soul got a tattoo.
Soul did get a tattoo from a floating shack, and I forgot that I decided to give everyone southern accents because of a bit someone said one time, which just shows how committed I am.
We're in Florida.
We're in Florida, and of course I went, I'm gonna do southern accents that are not Floridian. No. Alright. Well, you guys are currently... I should probably get up the map that I actually need. There it is. So you guys are currently at one of the dream pools, which was where you managed to secure some of these strange effects and potions. What would you like to do?
So we all just had our little potions. Some of us know what they are. Some of us we're like, we'll figure it out.
Hell, but
mm.
there is a way to figure it out.
Yeah, but we don't have that kind of time.
I guess we just move on to the next area? Probably?
Yeah.
I think we're done here,
Is
right?
there, I mean, do we want to do anything fun before we move on?
Like swimming in the dream pool?
Yes. Oh, true. We did do that.
Round 2.
Right. I guess we did do that. Okay. All right.
We went from the I up to the first X. Do we want to go to the X above that or to like 13? Area 13.
I say whatever's closest.
Mm.
Oh shit, I was muted.
Oh,
For everyone
fuck
else,
off
I
with
said
that,
it's actually
first of
I3,
all.
and that's fine.
First of all, haven't you done enough?
I mean, the X's have been fun so far. I feel like that's like nice little side
let's
quest
do
type
it.
stuff. Just speedrun. Yeah, why not?
You say, I'd say, I don't know if the X's have been fun as much as you guys have had really good luck.
Oh, don't say that. Oh no. Okay.
No, they've been fun. They've been fun, and you can't take that away from us.
Also, I'm trying to tighten my mic right now. Oh, I fucked up.
Nobody
It's
look,
fine.
Nobody look.
I'm a little taller in my chair now, so now the mic's down here, which means it's more in line with my stomach, which is a bad thing, because my stomach makes ungodly noises sometimes, and I don't want to talk about it. Maybe there's something to unpack
Put it
there.
there for SFX.
It's for SFX. If you hear anything, it's the swamp. Not me. Alright.
So like being called.
Where would you guys like to go?
The next X, I think.
Alright.
Yeah, next X. Directly above.
So,
And then Soul had the survival skill to do the navigation, from
Soul
what I understand. I can
did.
pop
So
over.
if anyone can grab her her score.
I'll do it. Soul is my
And-
one ally in this part.
And you guys did pay money for a guide or some information of some sort, which means that you do get advantage to the survival check.
Oh yeah. So what am I rolling?
Survival.
Survival advantage. Oh yeah. Oh sweet dude. Oh, why can't I just click on stuff? That's nasty. Okay, so Solstice has a +8 to survival. Okay. 23.
Awesome.
Damn.
You were good. Now, a little while ago, someone, I'm pretty sure it was Bren, redeemed a little thing called the Random Encounters table. And we didn't exactly
Run, wanna
get
catch.
to use it. So, I'm going to ask if someone can roll a d8 for me.
Mm. Okay.
Who gonna
Does it
do
matter who?
Nope.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
A 7.
7. Alright.
Oh no!
You guys begin traveling. Can I please get all of you to roll a perception check for me?
Huh.
To do a what?
A perception check.
Perception check.
And I'll say
17 from me.
don't bother rolling for Haley. I'll say you can like roll when it makes sense, because it's like a thing only
Yep.
they can do, but in general.
Yep, 17 from me, so-
24?
I also got 17.
I got an 8.
Well, boy, Jolly, this place is disgusting.
I got. Ymir got a 24.
Alright. Emio, you. This place is real stinky. You kind of do that thing where you're looking up because your eyes are watering. And you're just like, oh, gross. And as you look up, you can't help but notice a shape in the sky. Quite a large shape. Circling in the distance. As if hunting for something.
Okay. That kind of, do you all see that big shape that looks kind of like it's kind of crawling around, kind of like a cat,
I'd say at this
cat?
point, definitely Raimi and Meknon. As you look up, you see the same flying shape in the distance. Black. Against the...
I mean, friendly.
No, I can't even see shit.
Oh, you're staring at the ground. No, up.
Raimi, eventually you do the Astrid hiccup, like chin tilt. And you see it as well.
Do we stay low to the ground? Do we fight it?
I mean, we could stay low to the ground. It would just kind of ruin my dress, and I've put so much effort into looking nice. But I guess if he mauls me, then I will have no dress. So maybe we do stay low to the ground.
Try and stealth, maybe.
Yes.
Well, we're not very good at that. It's worth a shot.
I slow pan to Raimi, me full fucking plate armor.
Alright, so are you guys attempting to like hunker down and hope that it doesn't see you? Okay.
Is the
Also,
train okay with this sort of thing? Is there anything to like, can we dash behind pillars of rock?
There is like strange trees around you. Like I might not have sent it into the visuals chat, but the swamp itself is made up of these like strange trees with these hulking like roots that kind of go up and over. So there probably is plenty of places for you guys to feasibly hide. Alrighty, in that case,
dash from root to
I'm
root.
gonna get a group stealth check.
I think
Can
I'm
I?
also going to like, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, can I get advantage because I have one with the shadows where if I'm in an area of dim light or darkness, I can use my action to become invisible?
Absolutely, you may.
Ooh. I also
Fuck
have
yeah.
invisibility, so I could also do that. I could also go invisible. But as like also this is happening and Ymir like notices the stench in the air, she kind of like looks over at Meknon and goes, so does being a cold-blooded daughter killer not leave enough room for showers?
Damn.
I'm not gonna respond, but I think what that does to me is I'm about to hide myself under like a big root, and then I just kind of move away to not be next to you, and I hide myself under absolutely nothing, and I go from my 14 stealth check to a 5.
Oh.
Disadvantage on full plate, baby.
Hell yeah. Okay, so we've got a
Yeah.
5,
5 stealth.
17.
17,
Let's see what I
17
get.
as well.
17.
Try to press the button. 21 plus
Alright.
invisibility, I guess.
So you casting
advantage?
invisibility on yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, if you do that, then you'd roll with advantage. Choose the higher option. So we've got a 21 to start off with.
And then I just pick the best of the two, basically. All right. Wait, is that the? All right. Oops. Sorry. Yes. 24.
Okay. So I'd say Umia and Shiloh like turn invisible. You guys slink into the shadows under a large root. Raimi, you kind of center yourself for a second and then slink as well, just kind of very carefully hiding yourself under a root. Mechnon, I think maybe it's your pride that thinks that canopy's thick enough. The canopy's thick enough, I must stand under this tree. But unfortunately, Mechnon, what you don't realize is that there is some perfectly placed light of some kind that is reflecting so sharply off of your shiny ass armor that you light up like a goddamn Christmas tree. As this creature,
oh no,
who, unfortunately, I even rolled with disadvantage because it felt fair, rolled a 30 for perception.
dude.
Because it wasn't actually looking for you. And I was even debating, but as soon as I saw that Mechnon rolled a 5, I was like, yeah. You all begin to see this dragon circle back around and start to curiously head in your direction.
Mechnon, you're on your own, bro.
No,
The
come back,
rest of us
help!
can
Mechnon.
Help! Send help!
Mechnon saying that like, oh shit. Mechnon, can you roll an insight check for me? I know I'm
No, it's
asking the
gonna be
world of
bad.
you, but just as a treat.
How does a modified 1 do me?
Okay, so you're a little stressed. And unfortunately you have no idea what this dragon's intention is. You just know that it is... No, you've rolled a 1. It's coming towards you. I'm not even going to describe how it's coming towards you.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah, no,
My
that
minus
doesn't
1
matter.
to insight gave me a 1.
That doesn't matter. I don't care. If it was a natural 1, you would have like gotten something caught in your eyeball, alright?
Okay.
I'll say it's quite far away from you, so it's probably like 400 feet away from you. Probably more.
Is it coming in my direction though?
Yeah. You have no idea what intention, because you rolled a dirty 1.
Okay. Where did the others run to? Is there like mouth of a cave, or what are we dealing with?
They're like under an extremely large root. Like a root that's the width of like a large tree.
Awesome. Not enough space to like lead a dragon and get it stuck in the opening though.
You can certainly try.
We could sacrifice Mechnon and all become royalty.
Hey.
And
What?
then
Hey, listen, this is the motherfucker that has Dragon Slayer in his name. He's gonna be just fine.
That's true.
True. He's meant for this. We should just watch. It'll be a spectacle.
yes, yeah, we'll just sit back.
Shiloh's
It's
already
fine.
making popcorn, like divvying it out
I
to people.
hate all of y'all. I hate all of y'all.
So,
Sounds good.
I will
Right,
say...
I'm gonna get the wrought iron tower, and I'm gonna get the. Okay, 400 feet in the air.
If
Yeah,
even
it's
just
just gonna be
puzzle
a
his way out of
timing
this, I'm gonna be
game.
so happy.
I'm gonna get ready to start swinging.
Okay.
I am going to get the wrought iron tower in my hands, and
But don't even
I'm
know
going
if
to
it's-
time it such that when it is if it's diving towards me, okay, if it's diving towards me, I don't know how quick it is. I'm gonna spend a charge to cast Searing Smite on myself immediately, so that I'm ready to go when shit pops off. And I'm going to ready an action, if I can, to just sort of dash out of the way the second it either comes down at me or the second I see a breath weapon go off, so that I can try to get out of its thing.
What are the rest of you doing? Like, I'd say currently where you are, you don't have a good eye on it, but if you would like to try and get a good eye on it, you can do so.
Would I be potentially able to maybe do like animal handling on it and see if we can get it as an ally instead of fighting it?
So, dragons are incredibly intelligent creatures, so this would be like seeing another human coming towards you, so it would be more so like on the persuasion end.
Okay, could I do that?
Yeah, so how are you hoping to do this with it being so far away? Like, do you have...
I'm thinking like Shrek and Donkey, which is
Explain.
Maybe go a couple ways.
Dragon.
Maybe I could even transform into a little dragon girl and then try to like flirt it up and see, hey, little mama, how's it going up in there in the sky?
So, will you
with those
be
pretty eyes?
like walking out, dropping invisibility, and looking up at this dragon and just kind of shouting at it? Do you have
Like
do
musical?
you have message? The spell
Do I have
message. It'd be a
message?
cantrip,
me
so it'd be
see.
the first one.
All right, let's see. Cantrip, it would be the first one. I do. I'm
So,
a little bard.
Message as a spell means you can send a message for someone to hear in their ear from up to 120 feet away. So if you wanted, you could wait until it's within 120 feet and then send it a message if you wanted to.
Okay, I think I would like to sing "Hey There, Delilah" to to the dragon and get it to, but you know, dragon version,
is
and
so
just be like,
ironic.
"Hey there, baby girl. Hey there, baby girl. What's it like in the sky there?" or something like that.
Okay, so all right, we'll clock that. So that's gonna happen when the dragon's within 120 feet. Shiloh and
Okay.
Raimi, are you guys doing anything before that point?
I don't think there's anything I can do. I don't have that much range. Yeah, can I do backing vocals?
The two of you
Yes,
start doing an
please.
interpretive dance.
Yeah.
So,
YMCA.
You're
So-
150 feet away, but tonight, girl, you look so pretty. Yes, you do.
God damn it.
so between Shiloh and Raimi, can one of you with advantage, or actually no, either one of you can roll insight if you wish. Hannah, what's up?
Yeah, I'm trying to take a look at my insight.
As
Mine's
well.
like
I have
shit.
plus
Plus
12.
Yeah,
Plus 12. Okay.
Before that, Sue, can you
Oh.
roll me a performance check?
Oh my god. Okay. 31!
Jesus Christ. Okay.
My God. All of the plain white teas are inhabiting the spirit of this,
This is so
this demi
fun.
plane right now.
This is so funny. Like, you guys have no idea how ironic this is, and it's making me so happy. Okay,
Uh-oh.
Sue, can you also roll me an insight check?
Yes, I can.
It's not like secretly connected to the place, right?
Oh my
No.
goodness. Don't say that. Don't put that idea in there. Okay, where is that? What is it again? I'm doing insight. Insight. Where are you? Insight. All right.
I'm gonna
I
take a
get
photo.
a 31. Again.
Jesus. Bards,
Yes.
man.
Insightful and charismatic.
So you start singing this out, and you watch this dragon flying at the same pace. And before it can reply, because it can reply to the message, you insight check it. You kind of read its vibes. And you realize the entire time it was flying here, it was without aggression. more so curiosity. It saw this shiny thing, and it's a dragon. Dragons love shiny things. So it's just kind of coming over. And as this message hit it, and it starts to hear this song, you see the dragon kind of slow. And it cocks its head. And it replies to you in common. And just says, "Oh, hi! That was such a nice song. Wait, I'm coming down." And it just starts flying over. Because this dragon, I'm being so fucking for real, in the description says, "She has been known to spare bards who teach them good emotive songs and tales that they might entertain their protector with." They really like bards. That was the best way you could have approached that.
Oh my god, Sue.
For once, my chaotic methods.
UW.
Holy fuck.
I like to think that the writers
One
put that
W
in
for
there
me on
because
board.
they know how bards be with dragons, and they were like, "I want to make a dragon who'd be down with that." So you guys watch. I will say, Ymir, you do clock that Mechnon is getting ready to fucking swing at this dragon. Are you going to?
I'm ready to square up, not necessarily
Like
swing. I'm
Mechnon's
just ready
sword
for like
is
if this
glowing,
goes
and
off,
they are getting ready to swing as soon as this dragon lands.
Can I like somehow make him like not do that?
You
Like,
could,
can
You
I
could
like
yell at
could
me.
tell him with words.
Oh, okay.
Stop right
Okay.
now. Thank you very much. I need
Yes.
somebody with you.
Yes. Me and this dragon are vibing. We're good. She's not a danger to anybody. You stop that right now, okay?
I'm gonna move to the side. I am still gonna have the wrought iron tower just in my hand. I'm not putting it on the back holes just yet.
You guys
Mhm.
watch as this ancient black dragon settles down with just all of you hair flying back. See this gigantic dragon land in front of you, just holding its little hands like this. It says, "Hey, I couldn't help but spot you from way out yonder, and I saw your armor. It glowed in the sunshine, and I thought I'd check it out. I was looking for food and such, but now that was just wonderful. That was so sweet. I really enjoyed that. You're great."
No, I think you're great. As I was watching you circle us, I was just wondering, were you just working up the courage to ask for a dance? I just saw you looking so beautiful. I just had to sing you a
I have
song.
quite the beady eyes, but I didn't spot y'all. I just thought it was something left behind. One of them things Mammon kind of tosses. But, I haven't seen such cute little snags and mortals in quite a while. What brings you to hell? Yeah.
We are doing some. Also, your beady eyes are certainly the beadiest, cutest eyes I've ever seen. And we're here.
Stop. You're going to make me blush.
No,
Keep
you
going.
stop. I love the red in your entire body. Yes, this is great. So we're here, searching for some souls that were trapped in here. So we're just kind of doing that. And it has been a stressful experience, but I have to tell you that ever since you flew in, yes, but then you flew in and you have made my hellish night so much better. So much better.
Monaros is great. I came here a couple centuries ago. I used to be down in Avernus. Well, up in Avernus. And, people were just so mean to me. And they kicked me out.
Oh,
So I came
no.
here. And, I met my good friend Clask. He's the Styx dragon across the way. And we became best friends.
Well,
Good thing you didn't bump into Clask because he's bad at territorial. Very aggressive. And he protects me from, the water and stuff. And, occasionally when people, try to steal his hoard, I'll help. So we're kind of, I would like to think we're friends. For him, it's more like a business proposition, but you know, he's really uptight, but he's got a soft side that not a lot of people see.
So-
You know, it's really
Sorry,
sweet.
love. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, my name is Ilfridge. It's nice to meet you.
Your name might be ill fridge, but you're ill not fridge because you're so hot.
Oh, stop. You know, technically I'm not actually a fire dragon. I'm more on the aesthetic side.
Oh!
Sorry, Apollo. What was up?
No, I just had questions on taxonomy. I was about to ask color, but if it's acid, then black.
It's an ancient black
And,
dragon.
Okay, I
Fuck
said red. Okay,
you.
good to know.
You're
good
good,
to know.
don't worry.
Fuck you.
I didn't write this.
Jesus.
The quote you wrote in on. I swear to God. Anyway, that's all I wanted to know. Keep
Okay.
going.
Hannah, do you have something?
Love you. This is not personal. I'm shitting myself.
Well, you're looking for souls, you know, the Grick and I, he was talking about having something, you know, if you were looking for that.
That's a pretty good idea.
This accent's really getting me.
Is it? I couldn't tell.
From the corner, I'm just gonna say, how open would your friend be to us looking for one item in his trove?
Well, it depends. I mean, I think he'd be open to like negotiations. It really depends on the item, but he might be open to like trade. But I will say he is not open to thievery. He does not respond well to it. Not at all. What you
I mean,
looking
what sorts
for?
of things does he want to trade?
You know, items, shiny things.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen,
we can-
I don't want to say we stick to a stereotype, but if I don't like treasure, it's so good. You know, it like
Do you have any
it fulfills
ideas
us in a
on?
good way. Huh?
Do you have any ideas on where we could get something shiny for that he might take an interest in?
Well, I hope if it's on this layer we already have it, or at least in the trove. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't already have something on you. I mean, that, and she kind of points like a disgustingly sharp nail towards Mechnon. Just says, that little bonk stick you got, love that. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
And
It's
how do you
mine.
feel about my jewelry pieces? And Ymir like holds out her bangles and like shakes her wrists around a little bit.
They are so pretty. I think, again, it depends on the item because, you know, this is the place of grade. So, you know, like, I really liked your song, which is why I have chosen to not eat you, because you guys look really good. But, you know,
Stop.
people really, they aren't open to trade that much. They tend to just want to take. But I guess it depends, you know, because I think it would have to be like an equal or greater, like, worth. What are you looking for? Are you looking for like a sword or a soul? I don't think he's really into souls. So I don't know if you'd have much luck there.
I'm gonna look to Shiloh. The accounting of all things, surely.
I imagine, and I'm gonna have Shiloh kind of open up the bag of holding and start pulling out like just the tips of things that they've collected, because they've got like the abjuration breachers, they have the magic horn, the oath bow, the wine that they have. They have a couple of items that they've
The
collected.
oath bow you don't have anymore. That was given
Not the oath bow.
to...
We have the gauntlets of rage. Sorry, is the one that I'm thinking of.
Yep.
we have like a collection of items. She goes, perhaps you'd be willing to, towards Elfridge, perhaps you'd be willing to make a proper introduction to your friend.
I mean, maybe. Sure. I can ask.
I would love that.
Again, do you know if he... It would help if, like, because if it's something that he really likes and he doesn't want to give away, then I wouldn't want to waste y'all's time.
We believe it's something called the accounting of all things.
I know that. Yeah, he has that. No, that's good. Okay, good. You know what? I actually think you might have a chance for reasons that I'm not allowed to say. So, why don't you climb on? I'll ask.
You'll give us a ride.
Oh.
Yeah.
There is
Shotgun! Shotgun! She just
Nice.
immediately starts like
I
clambering up a
would
wing.
just say, make sure you hold on tight, because I don't like, you know, it's so much effort to have to catch people, so.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Yeah, same. Okay. Yeah, I'll get up.
Oof. Yes,
Believe
I will
it or
also
not-
get about being like, you're
Are you afraid of heights?
kind of.
I think I wrote earlier that like Shy was like deadly afraid of heights. So she kind of looks at Elfridge and just kind of goes, you know, if you just point me in the direction, I can walk in. I'm sure. Is it that like mountain?
Shiloh, come
Shut-
on! This
you
is
have the
clearly
bag of
best way.
holding. Get up here.
Okay, and it's gonna like climb on the back, and it's going to cling onto this thing and close her eyes because she can't deal with it.
I'm
Just-
gonna say, Shiloh, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I could make you blind if it would help, but it would hurt a lot. You might not get your eyes back after.
I
I
could
rolled a
paralyze
9.
you if that'll help.
Okay. Shiloh, out of 9, you feel this dragon getting ready to go, and you just drop off.
I'm
You
like,
cannot
"No,
make
no,
yourself do it."
alright, you know, I'll just meet you. I can hand over the bag. I can just wait
Get in the
here. I can-
bag.
That's a
Get in the
bad
bag with all the
idea.
sharp things. Yeah. That's-
Yeah, I literally
How
take
do
off
we-
the bag and I hand it off
Could
to
we
him, be like,
potentially
"No."
put Shiloh to sleep and then take her with us?
Shiloh, if you had to guess, how many hit points do you have?
Somewhere around the like 80 mark seems about right.
Oh, you want to kill her?
Effective
Give me one
80.
thing.
That's so kind of you. Just give us like 2 seconds. We'll figure this out.
Okay, I need to let it out now, though. So she kind of looks off to the side and just goes, and you just see like 17 trees in a row just get fucking annihilated. She goes,
Oh.
"Oh, sorry,
Oh,
that
You
was
see her other light
that was
flash
rude."
before her eyes. She's right.
So wait, is that actually sincerely a thing that we can do? Putting Shiloh to sleep with like a sleep spell, and then taking
No, if
her
you
with
just
us?
hit me hard enough, if you just give me like a good right.
Can
It's
I
not-
just try back of the neck knockout?
all right." So
Non-lethal damage?
Mechnut, I need
Non-lethal
you,
damage.
Mechnut, I need you to make 2 rolls for me. First, I need you to roll to hit with an unarmed strike.
And then roll not to kill me.
Yeah,
Nat 20. Nah.
love. Then I need you to roll me a medicine check.
Oh,
Hey, don't worry
I
about
have-
this. I only have a -1. Another nat 20 coming right up.
I'm gonna die.
Oh,
This is how I
another
die.
nat 20!
Are you fucking serious?
Shit!
I imagine it literally goes like this. We're like, no, if you just like give me one good. I mean,
So
literally, it
chop.
doesn't even look at me. It just goes.
And she just crumples.
I'm just gonna hold her in my arms. We can go now.
That's creative. I'm literally
almost
imagining
an 8
the
and
Austin
hit the
Powers.
corner.
Timo, chop.
oh my god.
All right,
Jesus, fuck.
Cheeto chop.
Oh my
You grip onto Shiloh's crumpled body. Shiloh, Shiloh, can you roll me? Roll me 2d6 First of all, actually also roll damage for the unarmed strike. You did take damage for that, and then roll the
Okay. Do you want me to double it because it was a crit?
Oh,
I
God.
think not, because I think it's more that it was perfectly accurate the way that you wanted it to.
Okay. In that case, my
You know
unarmed
what,
strikes
actually?
deal 8 points of damage.
I think this makes sense to me, because you nat 20'd on both, you can have knocked her out with doing no damage. I think you like perfectly hit a nerve
I
ending.
think so. I think so.
So you take no damage.
Thank
I
God.
think that's good.
Shiloh, roll 2d6 for me.
God, that's wild.
I'm a 4 and a 2.
Okay, so you are knocked out for an hour, for 60 minutes. Unless otherwise prevented. Okay.
I imagine Shadow looks really cute when she's sleeping.
She goes, hum
Yeah.
shoo,
I'm just
hum
holding her. I'm
shoo.
like, I don't like this.
So
I crow like a cat.
she goes, okay, hold on. As this gigantic dragon begins to fly. I wanna play test drive so bad right now.
Ymir, yes, and I will say that also with this, because Ymir has never seen Shiloh with anything but grumpy, this is like a really sweet sight for Ymir to take in, just like them being like very gentle in his sleep.
Okay, never mind. What is it? Romantic Flight is playing? Is that the one?
Oh yes,
A
Yeah.
whole new
a
world.
whole new world. I'm gonna
yeah.
sing that. Dazzling place we never knew.
And the
Don't say it.
Elfrich is just like, I love this song! And she's like flying. You guys are like coasting. Can everyone roll me an athletics check?
Man. I'm good at these.
Everyone, okay.
I'm also
and
singing while doing
Meknon,
it, so I
can you
don't know.
roll with disadvantage because you're holding another?
Please don't
Alright, that's
drop
fine.
me.
With disadvantage, that is still a 17.
Love. Diana
Hey.
and Sue, what'd you roll for
got
your
18.
18?
I think mine was a 12.
That's alright. DC was 10. You guys managed to hold on. Raimi, a couple of times you find yourself sliding and you get a little scared, but you're fine.
She's just enjoying herself.
Are now.
At one
She
point,
like holds up a torch and starts waving it back and forth with the music.
while you're
I'm
flying,
just playing my little bird
while
thing.
you're flying, Ilfrid takes out her nails and just starts doing the fucking Dolly Parton thing along to your song. She's like clacking her razor sharp nails. I love this song! So you guys fly over this hellscape, making your way all the way to the edge of this place. So you guys are heading towards I-1.
So we're on the edge. Okay.
Lovely.
So the
And
song
then-
switches to I'm on the edge of glory.
Oh my god, I love this song more. And you guys...
What does her music taste like?
Oh,
I'm on the edge.
so... You see... At one point, all of you clock that Ilfrich is, like, now diving straight towards what looks like a cave entrance. However, what you clock, with a little bit of time to spare, is that this is a submerged cave, and this dragon is currently nose diving towards a significant amount of Styx water.
No,
wait,
we can't touch
hold
that.
on.
We can't touch
That's
that.
What?
We can't. No, just pause for like 2 seconds.
Wings come out. She's flapping. What's up?
Styx water isn't great for our health. I know your friend's kind of cool and gives you
Oh my
immunity and stuff,
God.
but maybe.
I forgot. That's so funny. Well, this is the only entrance. Well.
Jesus, how are we supposed to get into this before?
Holy
fuck.
Let me think.
Just be on the shore being like, your mama
I could
ugly.
yell.
Just the dragon come out, be like, mama.
I could call.
could.
I can't guarantee nothing, but I can try. Alright, give me a sec. She kind of flies a little closer and goes like, I'm not gonna touch it, don't worry. And she just leans in and goes, Clask! Get out! Get! Clask! It's me! Get! Come on! Except it's in Dragonic, so it just sounds like except in Dragonic it's just like,
listening,
come
I'm like,
on! Get!
I've never heard it said like that. It's so succinct.
I'm gonna roll a perception check for Clask. How's his perception? Not as good, but still pretty good. Alright. All of you watch as there is a ripple on the pool of this water in front of this like cragged underwater cave entrance. Before you see something large and dark dart out in the water and kind of begin to swirl in a tornado and then eventually raise up as you guys see a very Chinese style dragon. So the long serpentine body with the whiskers, except it is fully black with these glowing green eyes. And it is actually larger, just larger than the dragon that you guys are currently on. It has a bigger head. And it raises up to look at you all and lets out this long breath. It's kind of like smoke curling out of its nostrils. Can I get everyone except for Shiloh? Oh, actually, you guys are immune to frightened when you're close to Mechnon?
Yep.
Yes.
Never mind, you're all good. As it raises itself up to look at you all, and it looks to its friend and then to all of you and glares. What is this? It's like low rumbling voice. It goes, have you found yourselves a sing-song again? Yeah, I have! You know what, this one, she blindly points back to Ymir and just goes like, it was so good. And you know, I like to just entertain sometimes. You know, it gets mighty boring down here. And I always appreciate you protecting me from the Strix water and stuff. But they can't go in because of, and you know, they just want to talk to you about some stuff. So I brought them over, you know? And she kind of turns around to show you guys off. Because one of them's sleeping, don't worry about it.
Also, as like the tornado thing was happening, Ymir's already thick hair like puffs up like a cat, and it's just like a full-on poof. And she's like, my hair's not insured for this level of wind damage. But then she's like just kind of like trying to see, but like the hair is just all over her face and stuff.
How long was the flight? Good question from chat.
Ooh. Probably, so if she was going fast, she has an 80-foot fly speed. Let me check this map. Scrolling, frantic scrolling. Okay. Oh, this is in miles. You know what? I can't do maths. Update.
Has it been an hour or less or more?
It probably actually, you know what? I think at this point, when it's pointed out, the asleep one, Charlotte, you wake up.
You're in my arms. I'm cradling you.
Shiloh doesn't quite notice that she's like cuddling Meknon, but she puts like an arm over her and just like whispers something under her breath. Like burrows her face.
Meknon, roll a perception check.
Cute. Cute.
12.
It's up to you, Hannah.
I think that yeah. I think you hear her kind of mutter under breath, "My lady."
I say, absolutely not. I'm just gonna sit you down on the dragon's back. And I just, as I sit you down, I'm just gonna wake up. Shake you a little bit.
Shiloh, kind of bleary-eyed, looks at the green dragon. Remember, he just looks up to this huge black dragon face that screams.
We're here.
Great. Okay. Dusting myself off, standing back up.
Speak quickly.
I just kind of tap Shiloh. I say, you're the talker. You're the negotiator.
Why am I the fucking negotiator? I've got like nothing
Good.
in charisma.
Emir got us
Start
here.
with
and you
hello
got it.
sharks. We are prepared to offer you 3 diamonds in exchange for. It's fine. It's easy. It's just like court.
Yes. Exactly. Mir's like trying to move the hair out of her eyes with her arm. She's
In
struggling.
Draconic, I'm going to say, Great Blask, your associate, the Great Ilfridge, has brought us to you. We seek the accounting of all things and are interested in discussing a possible trade. And then I'm just going to say it again in common for the people.
I'm gonna need you to make a persuasion check.
The way I start sweating when the words "I'm gonna need you to make."
I'm
Can
gonna
I
need
get
you to make
advantage? Can I do it with advantage because I did it in his native language, and that's always really fun?
No.
Come on.
I have
Damn, hater.
clocked into the DC that you are coming with a companion. You have a reference.
What if I lightly play my banjo in the background to kind of charm this up a little bit?
Roll
Okay.
a performance check.
Just like little
Performance check?
Yeah.
Yeah,
have
yes, exactly that.
I have a 2-session overdue inspiration that I am going to cash in.
Okay. Okay, you guys know
I got
that
a
scene?
29 for performance.
Nice. In How to Train Your Dragon 2, where like the two of them are standing on the log and then the alpha dragon's head takes up the entirety of the screen. That's what you guys are currently looking at.
Okay, that was a significantly better roll. That was a 25 persuasion.
Mm-hmm. And 29 performance, yeah.
You see Klask's eyes roll over towards Mia, and he just lets out a... and then looks towards you, Meknon. And his eyes go down towards your gauntlets.
Motherfuck! No! No! No!
And he raises an
Understood.
eyebrow and says nothing. Questioning.
Do I? Oh, do I clock? Okay, I'm
You
gonna
clock
clock that
it, and now he's looking at you like, anything to say to yourself? Say for yourself, bud?
I'm just gonna present them. I'm just gonna say, times of war, unfortunate crossings on battlefields, warnings to enemies of my people. I do not seek quarrel with you, only trade.
Emir is like annoyed. He's like, Meknon.
Well, your offering better be something mighty. And he kind of looks over to his companion, who kind of nods, and he just sighs. I'm willing to hear terms.
Someone else, please.
I think Shiloh steps up at this point, finally registering what's going on, wiping the sleep from her eyes. She goes, "We would never ask something without presenting you something in return, my lord." And she begins to pull out we'll do the gauntlets of rage, since he had clocked the previous gauntlets. Shiny, gold. We have collected many things on our travels. Should any of them interest you, my lord, simply say the word. And places them in front of him.
You see he like leans down and sniffs them. So what have you placed down?
I'll say that she places the gauntlets of rage down in front of him, as well as, I'm trying to think what else they have.
Do you guys have the
Gauntlets
braces
rage.
of Asmodeus?
Yeah, we'll place both of those in front.
Oh wait, no. I think the braces are they still on Haley? I think
Have the bracers?
I think they still might have them on.
They're still on?
I
Okay.
think so. Because I remember you guys talked about taking them off. I don't think you did. Yeah, Sol still has them.
Then I'll also...
On the character sheet, still with them. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll place the gauntlets of rage in front of his, as well as my wolf wine that I got from the angels. It's vintage.
And I also like potentially, if he's not interested, like tell a story about one of my jewelry item and like really like amp it up and make it seem like really, really cool and try to trade for it.
Okay. You can. I'm going, because you will be telling a fib, I'm gonna need you to roll a deception check.
Okay, it's not fully a fib because it's special to me.
It's a
but
little bit of a
yeah.
fib.
Okay. So I will grab one of the lockets in my neck and start with, "For you, mighty dragon, I offer not just mere gold, but a token of elegance and mystery, crafted from light, shadow, and the heart of this wandering bard." And that was like probably surprisingly, let's see. I'm 20!
And what is
Plus a
that?
10, so 30.
Okay. I rolled a 25 insight, so you were very lucky.
Hell yeah.
He and sees it added to the pile. And he spots the item on your back, Meknon,
No.
and says, "Is this your weapon?"
Which one is he referring to? Is he
The
referring
Raw
to
Iron Tower.
the- Yes.
Then I assume you only need one. He looks to your sword.
Well, Patty.
You don't have to give it.
I'm coming into this session with wet dog energy. I'm gonna look at him and say, "You guess correctly. However, I require 2 weapons for the deed and for the path that I am on. For one of them is only mine until its power can be used for a great ritual, at which point I will need to revert to my original. I need the second weapon, my sword, to protect my companions on the way out."
I'm also going to cheer on Meknon in the sense that I'm going to say, yes, a great dragon. Saying that he only needs one sword is like saying you only need one wing. He needs both.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Yippee.
For who?
Mechnon.
Okay.
You gave him advantage because you helped.
All right, lads. All right. Oh, Jesus, 2 beautiful rolls. 2 beautiful rolls. What did he say? 26.
Okay. I will need something else. You take away a great boon.
So the locket is not enough? Is it that he needs 3 things?
Yeah. So you guys have put down the Gauntlets of Rage and a locket, and he's asking for more.
So
Oof.
mechanically,
And the
this
wine.
is...
And the wine. He is
Yeah, the
asking
wine is
for more.
Damn, greedy.
yeah.
No shit!
Maddie,
Welcome to the layer of greed. This is
I
going
know
to
that
be the
mechanically
worst
this is
negotiations. This is just on this layer. Yeah.
I know that mechanically this is just a dagger, but the dagger that I have was the one that I used for most of my killings for Asmodeus. Like it's the one. Will that do anything?
Probably not. Like, y'all,
How
about some gold?
mechanically speaking, there's a threshold, and you haven't reached it yet.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Does
Remy's just
Ash
gonna.
add to the threshold?
Maybe.
All right, maybe you go first before I start. Oh, money bag.
Just throwing money at him.
Well, I mean, that's basically what I'm gonna do anyway.
She shoves a hand into her bag and she pulls out a chunk of a diamond, canonically worth 5,000 gold. And she just gently sets it on top of the cork of the wine bottle.
There. I polished it for you.
She did not.
Love.
I accept your sacrifice. And then with a, like, gush of wind and, kaplunk, the dragon dives back into the water and retreats to his cave. She goes, well, that went well. Good job. You know, I really thought you
You
goofed
fuckers
it up
better
when you
not
said that he
die.
couldn't take you. So, what's the sword's name?
Tooth puller.
Oh my god, toothpick, that's so cute! Alright.
No, okay. I've eaten enough shit in this layer. I don't need to defend myself against it like dragon.
And you guys just wait. She's still flapping.
Yeah.
He's probably just
Just
looking.
playing more
okay, while we're
songs in the
waiting.
backgrounds.
Oh, it's nice.
I look to Raimi. I say, this will be better used by you than by me. I'm gonna get because I also have Revivify, the diamond that is encrusted into like the pommel of like the blood diamond that's on Tooth Puller. I'm gonna rip it out and I'm gonna put it in your hand.
Okay. The thing is, what if I go down?
I can take it back.
Yeah, you should probably. And I just slowly hand it. Sorry about your
Okay.
your pommel.
I just.
You could probably just. Yeah, there you go.
I think I look at it. I'm gonna turn this into a tooth. Well, I'll say, in that case, if you need it, or if I go down, you know, you can use this.
Yeah. I'll just like. And she just kind of like pokes the end of your sword and she's like, I'll figure it out.
So how long you guys been friends for?
We're not.
Oh,
Business.
you know, sometimes it just feels like a long time when you meet the right people. So it feels like it's been forever.
I
But
so get
only
that.
like
That's great.
yes. Sometimes you just click, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like you and your dragon friend, yes.
You know, I mean, I think there's a lot of unspoken tension between us, but you know, he's yet to do anything about it, so I guess, you know.
Ymir looks over at Shiloh very briefly, like a darts a look, and then comes back.
Do I notice this?
Roll
I don't know.
a perception check.
Great. Perception. 24.
Yeah, you clock it.
I feel like Shiloh just did the thing where it's like, and that's it. She says nothing.
So,
Like that It's Always Sunny meme
Do
where
any-
they're staring at each other from across the restaurant.
do any of you guys have boyfriends and girlfriends? Tell me, what is the tea?
Ymir goes back to like strumming lo-fi beats on her banjo because she doesn't know what to say. She's feeling shy at this moment.
Trouble in Paradise? Don't I get it? It's crazy.
Sometimes you have slept with so many people, but then sometimes you get slapped around a little bit and it just sparks something in you.
I don't get that part, but like, sure, you do you. Different strokes for different folks.
This was, by the way, in reference to like Shiloh slapping her the one time. She was making a stupid joke.
Shiloh canonically has no blood and therefore cannot blush. However, she's coming pretty close in this moment. I think
Yeah.
Shiloh kind of goes, huh. No, I've never been much for love. Gotta say, despise the
That's
stuff.
Looking
Yeah.
into the distance, I just go, I think I slept with an angel that was trapped in hell.
Oh, that's so fun.
You think?
I can't be sure.
A mystery. I love a mystery story. Now, usually it has more to do with murder than sexual relations, but I do think
Well-
that is still real interesting. It's great.
There was one drow on the material plane that was flirting with me aggressively and then did almost have his henchmen kill me. So,
Well, that's just foreplay.
Enemies to lovers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what? I think that's wonderful. And you know what? What? Are y'all going down to like all the layers or just hair?
We're going on a road trip.
Well, you got lots of time. You know, who knows what's going to happen? Close quarters, going through hellscapes, stress.
I'm afraid many of us are already taken in other capacities.
Yeah,
Oh.
married to the grind.
Well,
Well, Fridge, is there anything we can do to help out your romantic situation?
not really. No, you know,
Yeah,
Clef
Janita, wing
is...
woman.
Well, no, you see,
Give me your play,
Claire
kiss
is
the
the
girl.
type of guy who's constantly on the edge of murderous intent. So I feel as though y'all messing around in
there.
his love life will end up in death. So maybe not.
Unless you're evenly matched, maybe.
Well,
We have the
technically
That's
speaking,
also for
and don't
pretty.
tell him that I'm actually more powerful than he is. That is accurate. She is CR21, he is CR20. But, you know, he doesn't like to hear it. Plus, like, you know, I need his protections. So, you know, it's nice to be cared for sometimes. You know, when you're a big, ancient, super dangerous dragon, you know, sometimes it's nice to feel like someone's in your corner. You know, we're such solitary creatures.
No.
And, you know, when you have a horde,
Reach the start.
it can kind of be like what's there for you. But I don't really have that much of a horde.
Yeah,
And-
Emir like takes like the
Put a little
paws
hand
of
up
Eldritch and is putting on nail polish. Can I do
Yeah,
that? Like as
going
she's like talking about this?
Yeah, thank you.
I'm
And
just like putting on nail polish as she's
you know,
talking.
it's not
yeah.
that big because there's like nothing down here. You know, not like it was in Avernus. There was so much shit like everywhere. But I feel like Class kind of fills in that hole for me. I like to think of our hordes as one, you know? Like maybe he was the horde I was looking for. I don't know. Sorry. This is so embarrassing.
No, it's fine. You feel your feelings.
Thank you. And you know,
Look at Shiloh like, oh fuck.
You want to die by the fucking dragon? Play nice.
Diana, your
Sue,
DM.
come
Do it. Give us stuff. Diana,
Oh
you
shit,
have power.
okay. Restarting
Anne's
the
on
tavern.
the stream, by the
Fuck.
way. Everyone, this is our artist Anne. Anne, say hi.
Stop it.
Sue, can you put your camera
I've
back
been
on?
here the whole time.
Wait, I think it's Art.
And jump scare.
Yeah!
I love that.
Sue, can you put your camera on or no? Hello?
I saw a brief
Off the
like
window.
disrupted signal thing, so it might be an
Um,
internet issue.
We are at an hour and 25, so
Diana,
we
you're still
could go to a
PM.
quick break. I think we should go to break now. We're gonna go to break and clean up our
No, my
technical
time to shine.
difficulties. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm ready.
Grab a
Oh,
drink,
hell
go
yeah.
to the
Oh my
bathroom,
God.
do what you need to do. We'll be
Do the
right
voice.
back. Bye. Welcome back, everyone. Alright, so last we left our little guys, you were talking to this dragon. Also, I did the Crit Awards command, it's there now. But yeah, I feel like he's become my horde in a way. It's really beautiful.
I'm like not brushing her hair, but I am shining a scale in like the way that people do with sleepovers, you know?
Oh, this is really lovely. And basically, and then just as the Styx Dragon Clask comes back. Again, these like glowing green eyes as it looks down at you and just says, and you see in its claws, it is gripping what looks like a large golden tome.
Large for like a dragon or like?
Large for you guys. Like
Okay.
it's like the size of quite a big cookbook. It's holding it. And it reaches out and picks up the items that you have left for it. So if you can remove those items from your inventory,
Oh.
and then it holds out this tome towards you.
I'll grab it.
Alright, Charlie, you grab the tome. It's heavy. You're kind of like, Jesus Christ, we're gonna have to carry this around. But I'll say roll me an Arcana check.
Or give it a go. Great with my skills. That is a 23.
As soon as you grab it, you're not sure if it is the effect of the greed of this place or whether it's your innate warlock tendencies, but as soon as you grab it, you feel a surge of power flow through you, and immediately you understand that this is an incredibly powerful book.
There's like a little bit of like a curl of a smile in the corner of her mouth as she takes it. I imagine like her hair stands on end. Can I like flip through it?
Sure. You open it.
It's like a really bad thing to do, but I'd like to just
You
like
open it and
look at
start flicking through it. Now, as a description of what this actually looks like, let me... So, it is bound in gold leaf, and the pages are silver, and you see all of the text inside is a deep red, like blood. Currently, looking through it, there's just so much information that you're like, I would need to sit with this for at least an hour in order to understand it properly. But it resembles a spellbook.
Great. I pop it into the bag of holding to take a look at what back of the book. I give a gentle bow to the dragon as a thank you.
And you see he's kind of squinting, and you just hear behind you Ilfrish just go, "No, you made a deal, stop." And he just goes, he's like, I really wanted to kill them. Okay. Well, great. Is that all you came here for?
I shoot a glance towards Macnon and go, yes.
Oh my god, look at that. That would have been so hard for you guys if you were by yourselves. I'm so glad we met. Okay.
Justin.
Should I just leave you here, or?
Oh, suppose you'd be willing to ride back to town, perhaps? Or as close as you can reasonably get, you know?
Just outside the
Town?
trove. Just outside the buggy trove.
As in Monaros?
Yeah, that's where we parked, you know.
I can get you to the edge of the trove.
Yeah, that works great. That's fantastic. That's perfect.
She said.
Again, I could
Megnon,
just
do you want to
walk.
do the...
Point me in the right direction.
Stop
I just
wiggling.
grab Shiloh and hold her.
Can you play another song? No.
Radio
Oh
silence.
no, audio.
Oh,
Oh, no.
yes.
Ah, there we go.
Yes. Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Yes. Yes. Goodbye, everybody. It's time to go.
Yay, I love this song.
You love every song.
Yep. I just love music. You
And
guys.
then, yeah, you know, like we all do the thing. And if everybody can join in and just do like the little, you know, scaramuches and everything, we just kind of like do
I
that,
refuse.
you know, like little. Well, anybody who's willing. Maybe I just grab Mechlon's arms and make him just do like little waves and stuff. And
I'm doing the
we just
waves,
kinda,
but
like,
I just kind of have my head down and I do go scaraboo, scaraboo.
so we do that,
No.
and yeah.
Yay! So you guys head back, coasting over the swamps and fogs of Mammon's boggy trove. Oh, okay. Can someone roll me a D8?
God. We gonna have an encounter
Alright.
while still riding our existing encounter?
All right, let's get it.
They call this an encounter
Anne,
theft.
Anne, what the fuck, Anne?
Jesus.
That's a 4, Anne. I'm not fighting you. Let me DM for you again. I swear it'll be okay. I'm sorry. Come on, let's go. God damn. Square up. You square up. God damn. All my guys teleport. It's the only thing they do.
One sec.
You
Changing
got
the
it.
music to deadly combat music. Just please hold.
Dark Souls just starts playing. You're like, I don't want to do any of this. Please, no, no, no.
She's adding a ginormous fucking hit bar to the top of the
Fuck
overlay
is
right
that?
now. It's got 3 modes, 3 phases.
The Expedition 33 soundtrack does kind of slap. I'll forgive it for
Oh,
being
yeah.
French. It does slap.
Alright, you guys. Wait. Oh my god, yeah. No, you guys just see. Your ride. What the fuck is. Oh, yeah, no. Looks down and just says, "Oh, look!" You guys see on the ground, crawling out of these trees, these disgusting looking creatures. These like large, fiendish, like, they have like black skin and seem to be like dripping with filth. With like these wide mouths. Let me actually pull up a photo instead of making this up.
Oh my god, yippee.
Hang on. Where the fuck
Oh,
did
they
it go?
Everyone get ready to immediately say smash or pass. Everyone immediately get ready.
Hang on.
Preemptive smash.
Preempt. Ooh,
appendix
strong.
It's a safe
I
bet.
like that.
Ooh. Hang on. I'll take a photo of my phone. Never mind. Forget all I said. It looks like a bear if it was made of stone. And maybe a little bit of naked mole rat?
No.
Ooh.
What's the name?
Yes.
Hang on.
simply need a visual. Because we started out so strong with Stone Bear, and then Naked Mole Rat was introduced.
I think it's the claws that give me mole rat. Or just a mole. Did you get it? The
I'm
sand?
so concerned.
Is it there?
Oh, okay.
Oh, he looks friendly.
Yeah, that's just
So
a
you
bear.
see 3 of those emerge out
Smash, what that tongue
and
do?
start to just growl with rage, kind of kicking their legs back and looking up at you and like hooting and growling. And you just see your dragon friend go and is going to shoot a cone of acid at them.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, please stop taking forever to load. You know what? I'll roll it, just in case. How many hit points do they have? Oh, they actually have quite a few hit points, never mind. So, lets out this acid breath. Immediately, all of them are bloodied, and then they just kind of just run away. As you are reminded that Calithria did mention that these dragons are the apex predators of this particular place, and you are quickly reminded of that fact. She goes, that was fun. So, which way did you guys enter? Like, off of the river Styx?
Yeah, there's a boat somewhere. You might be able to see it.
That is crazy that those things survived fucking ancient black dragon.
Yeah, it was
Fucking-
75 hit points of damage that was done with that breath weapon.
Oh.
Boy.
She kind of like coasts and soars. I'd say like this whole trip probably takes like 2 hours. Someone's gonna come in here with maths and tell me that it's not that, but you know what?
Shiloh fucking passes out from fear.
Yeah.
He's just clinging
Oh,
to
grab
the
her!
back of this
Grab her,
thing.
Megnon, grab her!
What do you mean?
Oh,
Grab.
there we go.
It's like
And
swaddling
actually,
a cat
real quick,
almost.
I'm just gonna give a shout out to James. James, who did make a map for a possible encounter. Just gonna put it up. Guys, this is what the map looked like. Look how cool it is. Everyone follow James.
Oh.
James is
Cool map.
great. This is the Styx dragon is the big one, and the little one is the ancient dragon. I actually think that's one for anyways.
Love it.
That's what it looked
Love
like.
it.
It's sick. We love you, James. Anyways, you guys get carried back to the gates of the Trove, where you are deposited down, and you see Calithria was just doing like a circle, and she does one of these. So you've never seen this woman surprised before, but I think when you guys roll up riding an ancient black dragon, that might constitute a little bit of surprise. And she just goes to the edge of the boat and just says, "Alright, let's bring it in." Begins moving the boat back towards the Trove as Ilrich lands. He goes, "Okay, off you pop."
It was
Hi.
really nice meeting you. Hope to see you again.
Me too. You know, this was so nice, and I learned so many new. I hadn't heard any of those songs before, so it's really nice to learn some new songs that I can entertain my protector with. Do you know any love songs? Just out of curiosity.
Yes. So many. Oh. Oh yes. I've been trying, baby.
I love this
Trying to
song.
fight this feeling for so long.
It's good. Oh, yeah, that's got quite a rhythm. Okay, I will lock that
Yes.
one up for later. Okay, you guys have such a nice trip. Enjoy Legathos. It's hot, so just be careful about that. It's really hot.
And hey, you should tell them how you feel. You know, while you still
Yes.
have the chance.
And I will play the
You know, I might be young. You know, I'm only 1,200 years old. And, you know, I feel like I got so much ahead of me that maybe you're right. Oh, well.
Is there any opportunity where we can speak to him, sweetly? Like maybe I could just put the idea in him.
I would recommend it. You know what? No.
But what if, okay, but hear me out. Sometimes you see advertisements and you don't know that you're seeing advertisements. And then suddenly you start craving ramen because they're just like throwing ramen in the screen all the time. And you're like, wow, why am I craving ramen?
Who is ramen?
It's this, I don't know, but I sometimes feel like I get like these flashbacks from this other world. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. The whole point is, what if I send him a little message without telling him anything? What if I send him a little song to suggest that maybe he needs to take the next move?
So
can I send him a little message?
So message is within 120 feet and he's like 10 miles away. Yeah, but I don't think you have sending. From memory, I don't think you have sending. It's a 3rd level spell. I'm not sure.
Let me see, because that would be fun.
One of you guys gets the dream spell just so you can go into class streams and be like, you love her.
I want to so bad. Dissonant Whispers, isn't it? Right now, that's a, yeah.
Nope.
Damn it!
You know
Just
what?
invading his mind data.
Is there anything that I can like do to kind of like record a song, quote unquote?
Well, you just gave me a song and I have it in my head and I'm gonna sing it to him. You know, and I got my instrument.
Okay. Do
I have to do it.
I don't know. I get these like songs in my head that I feel like are going to be hits someday. Long after I'm gone, you know?
If you ever do get a spell, you just let me know. You give me tips.
Okay. All right.
Well, I think your chauffeur is here, so I will let you skedaddle on. And you know what? Maybe I will take your advice, small, scared magic woman. Looking at Shiloh. I appreciate you.
Wow, Shiloh, you're so right.
And you know what? I think you have conquered fear today. And maybe you fainted and need to be knocked out. But it's the exposure therapy. It's really important.
I don't feel like I conquered, but at least I did. So thank you for...
you might want to get over it before you go to Legathos. Okay, bye! And she starts flying away. And in the back you just hear, I've been feeling dry, baby. Yahoo! Got a whole lot of feeling, or so long. She flies back.
Love her.
And you guys see the boat pull up to the side and a little gangplank roll onto the soil. So, it seems that went quite well.
Yes, we have everything we need.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations. And you got both items.
Yep. Turns out it's a lot easier when you make friends instead of just trying to kill things.
Oh, yes. Oh, in the Hells, people are rather open to negotiations, most of the time. You're much more likely to succeed when making a deal, though with every deal you make, you do become more entrenched in the Hells itself and thus may fall to corruption. But Either way, congratulations.
I think
She
we're
lets you
fine.
climb aboard.
You can't possibly bite us in the ass later.
Nah.
It's a balance, I believe. You sort of have to let some things go in order to not die. But in other ways, you must also remain loyal to who you truly are. Anywho, shall we?
Okay.
You guys climb aboard. And you guys level up. You're now level 14.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So feel free to do that quietly in the background, though. You won't really have to. Yeah, just do it quietly in the background. As you guys climb up and make yourselves comfortable on the barge.
Can I use the transition time to look through the accounting of all things? I
Awesome.
would like to just spend it.
So you're gonna attune to it?
Tune to it? Or can I have Ymir identify it and then
Sure, you
attune
can
to
have
it?
Ymir identify it.
Smart.
Alright. So you spend the 10 minutes needed to identify this, and you see that you have the accounting and valuation of all things. I would like to preface this by saying this is my favorite item for reasons that will be clear. Now, there is a version of it on D&D Beyond. It is not the right version. I will need to remake it for reasons that make sense. Okay. The accounting and valuation of all things is bound in gold leaf, with pages of silver and text of blood. This is a magical tome that functions as a spellbook and arcane focus. You have a +3 bonus to your spell attack and save DC. Random properties. You will have to roll for them as soon as you attune to it. I won't tell you what they are. The Soul Trade. One section of this book is dedicated to negotiating and valuing mortal souls. When the book is opened within 10 feet of a creature with a soul, that creature must make a DC 22 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the tome analyzes their greatest desires and calculates exactly what they would need to give up their soul. That information is then displayed within the tome such that the user can offer a trade to acquire a soul. Creatures that succeed on the saving throw simply show up as a question mark in the book's pages and are immune to further valuations. Hang on. Ugh. Oh god. A lash went in my eye.
Oh no.
I think I'm good. When the accounting and valuation of all things is used as a spell book, it maintains a unique ability to forcibly acquire souls. Any creature killed by a spell transcribed within the book has their soul ripped from their body and sent to Monaros. This process renders the subject immune to all forms of resurrection aside from true resurrection. In payment for their soul, Mammon drops gold equal to 20 times CR or 20 times level on their corpse. Negotiation tactics. The tome is capable of providing some assistance to all negotiations, not just those made for souls. You gain a passive +5 to charisma persuasion checks to barter. Additionally, as an action, you can surrender your consciousness to the tome, allowing it to take over. For 1 minute, the accounting and valuation of all things speaks for you, using a +12 persuasion skill and gaining advantage on all of your rolls. Using the book in this manner has a corrupting influence, and each use compels you to become increasingly greedy, vain, and evil, much like its original owner, Mammon. When the duration ends, if your alignment is non-evil, you suffer 66 necrotic damage. Transcribed spells. The spellbook section of the accounting and valuation of all things comes with some spells already recorded. So, we will do this in between sessions, but for each spell level, you will roll 1d4 -1, and that's how many spells of that level are in the book, and you do 1 to 9. So, this does not act as a spell scroll. This will add to your spell list. Therefore, Specifically, you will only be able to cast the spells in the book of the level that you are able to cast.
Got it.
Cool. And I will determine which spells are in there, which is my favorite part.
Okay.
If you copy spells from the tome into your own spellbook, the cost in gold is doubled. On the opposite end, copying spells from your spellbook into the tome only costs half the gold it normally would. Obviously, that only matters if you're a wizard. To destroy the tome, it costs money. So that is the book.
Oh yeah, as soon as I figured I want to tune to that shit.
Okay. You attune to it. I'm going to need you to make some rolls for me, my friend. Let me take out the DMG. So, you're attuned to this, it's happening. So there are two things. A major beneficial property and a major detrimental property. First, I'm going to need you to roll a D100 for your major beneficial property.
Okay. That is a 53.
53. I'll keep it. I was tempted to not use it because it's kind of similar to stuff you already get, but it kind of isn't at the same time. So while attuned to the artifact, you can cast one level 4 spell chosen by me from it. After you cast the spell, roll 1d6 on a roll of 1 to 5. You can't cast it again until the next dawn. But unlike the spell, it doesn't cost you your spell slots, it's free, so I'll include it.
I'll take extra spell slots, I have none.
Warlocks, baby.
And can you roll me another D100 for your major detrimental property?
That is a 5.
5.
Which doesn't seem good.
Okay.
Oh no.
Let me look at something. This is so bad.
Don't say that. Don't fucking say that.
I didn't say anything. I remember last time someone rolled for this, it sucked. I think this might be worse. Okay.
Maddie.
Shiloh,
Please.
you attune to this item, and you immediately become unattuned to your Rod of the Packkeeper and your Cloak of Protection. While you are attuned to this item, you cannot attune to any other magic items.
Fuck, dude.
That's so shit.
Yeah.
That sucks ass. That sucks ass.
That really, really sucks.
Does.
I need those things.
mean-
My armor class is gonna be like 13.
The cloak is one thing. To be fair, I don't think you could use the Rod of the Packkeeper if you're using this as your arcane focus.
Yeah,
right?
I think you only have... Oh, no, never mind.
only
You
use
have
one.
3 slots.
I have 3 slots.
I don't know, it sucks to suck.
Maddie's like, anyway.
Great.
Right.
See, the book is greedy, and it says once you have me, you don't need anything else.
Perfect. Sounds good.
So,
At least we leveled up.
while we do this, Hannah, can you do me a favor and roll 9d4 minus 1 for each of them, and just write them down on a list for me and send it to me? Just quietly, in the background. Okay. And I will coast out the swamp sounds. So, you guys will be able to take a long rest. However, while you guys are on the ship beginning to make your way to Phlegethos, is there anything you guys would like to do?
Not really on my end. I had a roleplay scene that I wanted to do with soul, but that'll just have to wait. Is there a chance that I can bid for a scene to be put into a future app? Because this is something that I would want to do before we reach the next layer.
Yeah, of course.
All right, I'm putting a bid in. When we have Haley back, I would like to run a scene where I offer to cast Remove Curse on Soul, because the Racers have been getting us in too much trouble, and we need to talk about that.
That is valid.
That's my bid. I think I just go into the corner and sulk, and I just hold my daughter's phylactery.
Can
So
I
we're level
find-
14 now?
You are.
Yes.
Damn. Sorry.
And armed with an extra attack, I'm gonna go find Vecna. No, I'm just gonna find Vecna normal. I'm gonna kind of just like slowly push the door open with one gloved hand and just kind of like poke my head around onto the inside. Are you in your your room or?
Well, we don't. I've just kind of been in a corner. I found where the floor is like right above the engine, and I've just sort of been sleeping there. So there's like there's a hot part. There's a hot part.
Like a lizard on like a little hot rock.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's me.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you
gonna
find me
kind of
there.
poke my head in, and I'm not gonna knock, but I just go. So, I slowly shut the door behind me.
Were you actually gonna go back for her the whole time?
Cornelia?
Yeah, who else?
Why else would I come to hell?
I imagine regret after doing it. Or was it the plan from the beginning to just find a loophole and hope that it worked and that Asmodeus wouldn't kick your ass the minute that you got within 5 feet of him holding that thing?
Asmodeus. We had a deal. The deal was completed. The deal did not have any provisions about returns. As soon as I figured that out, it was the plan, and it was executed.
You see Raimi kind of like staring at you with this very even look, and her eyes kind of narrow at this, and she just goes,
And was that plan made before or after you killed her? Is what I'm asking.
Before,
"Can I tell if he's lying?"
Rolling inside. I'll roll it. Apollo, roll a deception or persuasion check. You don't have to tell us which, and text it to me. What's your bonus
Oh.
to insight?
Where did my character sheet go? Hold on. I had this.
Pause.
Boaz.
Oh no. My only important tab at D&D Beyond, please.
Mr. Beyond? Mr. Beyond, please.
Mr. Yond, sir. Okay. My bonus to insight is it's only a +4.
Okay. Apollo, did you text it to me?
sorry. Where the why aren't you top of my DMs, Maddie? What is this?
Because you don't love me.
I'm gonna run Daggerheart for you, hush.
It's out of malice.
So I can kill your ass. No. Gotta test out those death moves. You can tell I'm being honest. You see honesty, and I think you see a little bit of offense. Like, y'all thinking he's a monster doesn't give a shit. Y'all thinking that, but you specifically thinking that that I didn't think this far ahead that is in some way offensive. He just looks and says, before. Obviously before. This is the lair of greed, and it is my lair for a reason. I would not give something up if I did not know with certainty that I could get it back.
You say Rami takes a sec to digest this, and by whatever light is in this room, her expression softens a little bit, and she just gives a slow little nod. For the first time, not fully smiling and grinning at you, which is an unusual sight, and she just goes,
Okay.
Why do you
For
ask?
what it's...
she kind of looks at the ground and kicks some imaginary pebbles at her feet, and she just goes,
I was sacrificed for a greater cause that was tied to Asmodeus as well by people who I thought cared about me. So you can imagine why I can kind of see where everyone's coming from here. The difference is that they weren't going to come back for me. So I just had to make sure.
Call it. I understand. What I feel for my daughter. Call it love, duty, even greed. It was powerful enough to bring me here. That should be enough.
You'll have to see if that's enough for her. And if I'm being fully honest, if she decides it isn't, if she decides to send people after you or take some other form of revenge, and she asks one of us, especially me, to help, as someone who's been in her shoes, I'm not going to tell her no. But for now, we'll make it out here.
I stand up. I'm just going to outstretch a hand to shake yours. I say, when Nia gets out of here, her life and what she chooses to do with it is up to her. If she chooses to send you after me, don't miss.
Never have.
she just sticks a gloved hand out. And you can kind of feel a little bit of crust underneath the white, what you thought was rabbit fur. It's actually stoat fur that has never been cleaned. And it's just kind of built up over your time in the hells. And she gives a curt little nod and walks away.
Nod of respect, I return to my corner.
Is there anything anyone else would like to do before you take your sleep? Raimi, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Okay. Yep. An 11.
Okay. You feel so on edge by the time you wake up again. Almost resembling that hunger that Shiloh had. You're twitchy. On a knife's edge. Despite that potion that you took, which kind of steers you away from your friends, you can't help but feel like this ship is taking forever to get where you need to get next. Can I get someone to roll me a d6?
Oh, man. I just kind of look over to Asmodeus in the corner. Kind of like tap my fingers against the side of the bed. Actually, no, it's hay. I tap my fingers against the floor. Who's rolling? Should I?
Who's rolling?
Should I roll?
You do it, Diana.
roll.
Okay, D6.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 3.
Okay.
The 3 means we all get a forehead kiss, right?
Yeah, that's the rules. It's in the DMG. I saw it myself. It's there.
All right.
Ask Jeremy Crawford. He wrote it. Get him on Twitter.
It's Unearthed Arcana.
Agree.
It's just, you're just not looking in the right place. It's in the errata.
Oath of the forehead kiss. Oath of the forehead kiss.
Okay.
Oath of the little smooch.
Oath of the little guy.
As you guys continue down the river Styx, whoever is on deck, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Is this as we're entering the lair?
No. It's been a day of travel.
Okay, yeah.
Most of the time when you guys are about to enter, Kayla 3 like tells you. And she hasn't told you yet.
At the 10.
I got a
Perception
16.
is 23.
23. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mia, as per usual, you're kind of looking over this space. Honestly, Hella's been pretty sick because in general there hasn't been any sun, which is great for you. It means your eyes aren't burning out of your sockets. You're having a good time. You see in the distance on the shore a large fortified camp that has been built on the shore from huge bones and bleached timber. As you get closer, you can see that no one is patrolling its walls, but you do see hear the sounds of laughter and joy from within.
That might be suspicious. Why are they laughing in there?
You don't know? Do you want to roll an insight check?
Yeah.
Roll an insight check.
21.
21. The laughter and joy sounds genuine.
Not full of malice. Okay.
No.
I wanna check that out. Can I go there?
Well, you guys are on the boat, so you could bring it to the attention of the others with you if
Right,
you wished.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell people what I saw. I'm gonna turn around to Shiloh and tell her what I just saw, and then see what she thinks about it.
Shiloh's like nose deep in this book, trying to figure out how the fuck to make it work, and he doesn't quite understand the attunement aspect of it. So as soon as she attunes to the thing, she unattunes to the others, and it's like fuck shit. Tries to reattune and then tries to do it again. And it's been in a cycle for the last couple hours as Ymir notifies her to this bank. Can I roll like a history check? Have we crossed into Felagathos, or is we still in Manaros?
You guys are still in Manaros.
Calithria,
Yes.
what's seems like there's a party or something going on there. Do you know anything about it?
Oh, no. It does look like
Helpful.
to be some sort of camping area.
I mean, do we need to restock? Ymir, are you wanting to go over?
A bit, but I mean, we've had quite the adventure for the day. But I mean, if we go, we might be able to find some cool items, have a drink, relax a little bit. So I don't know what everybody thinks of that.
Well, post our and kind of shoots a glance down to the bottom of the hole where Meknon currently resides. I think after the ordeal of what we've seen, I could use a bit of a rest and relaxation. I'm gonna.
We could go gambling.
Let's go
Yeah, you can
gambling!
finally learn poker.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're gonna do it, you're all agreed.
Yeah, may as well. I've got like 3,000 gold and one less diamond burning a hole in my pocket. Down to lose some more. That's the goal, right?
We could bring you another.
all right.
No. No, the
It's
goal
all
is to
right.
make more.
So Ymir like puts up her hair in a little tie, and she's like, "Let's go on a relaxing little adventure. We have earned it."
I mean, we can always bring it up to shore, and if it looks shady, we just pull away, right?
Good idea.
Easy enough.
Just hit the nos and double time it out of there.
Pull her into shore, pull her through. Or Tynax, I guess, is running the boat, right?
All right. The boat is brought over to the shore. Now, I will give you the other spells in a sec, but the 4th level that you got with the greater thing is going to be
Drum roll.
Compulsion.
Oh.
Okay.
Love.
the others. I will give to you at a later date because it takes a while. I'm sorry.
All good?
Oh my god. Okay. You guys are brought closer to this camp, and you see that it does have a door at the front of it, but it doesn't look barricaded in any way, nor do you see, again, anyone guarding it.
I'll
We
just
walk
call in. Or follow behind.
Yeah, I'll like play a little bit of like happy musical notes about like friendship and joy and like how we're wanderers coming through. And
The
I'll
adventurer
just
Graham is here.
Okay,
I'll just
redneck.
come on in and be like, you know, like what's going on? Hello, look who has arrived, kind of thing.
Alrighty. As you go inside, you see this open campgrounds where there are about a dozen elven people holding dishes who are all coasting around, seeming to serve a group of people. As you see, quite a lot of mortals are inside. You see a half dozen adventurers are greedily eating from a vast table of delicacies from across the multiverse. You see a pair of knights sitting on cushioned seats in front of vast mirrors as their armor is shined by some of these elves. You see a priest and a couple of spies are engaged in a rowdy game of dice. And ahead of you, you see 2 large tents, one of them larger than the rest.
I
I think
immediately
Ymir.
want. Oh,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
can I just do an Arcana check on the food first and foremost?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
First and
That shit.
foremost, can I get all of you to roll a charisma saving throw for me, please?
Oh,
All right, if you're
Oh, this is
close
great.
to me, you get a +3 to this.
I get a 29.
Nice.
28.
Cool.
16.
29.
No riz. Whoops.
Raimi,
Oh.
you fall under a curse known as decadent corruption. While you are cursed in this way, you have disadvantage to all saving throws and ability checks, and you have the charmed condition. You become incredibly reckless, automatically failing any insight checks that you make. This may manifest as a dangerous sort of curiosity, with a desire to investigate and partake in the wonders of this camp. The rest of you succeed.
Is this a spell that's been put on, Brainy?
No, this is an aura.
All right. Can't help you. R.I.P. bestie. Have fun.
Can I do
I mean,
anything?
honestly,
Amy, what do you do?
I mean, unless you have counter charm, I don't think so.
Let me see. I might.
Counter charm needed to be activated beforehand.
Oh,
Shit.
Yeah. My stuff just stops you from being frightened. Go be charmed.
Cool.
Have fun.
If there's the scent of good food anywhere in the vicinity, I'm immediately just gonna like stop, whip my head in that direction, and start skipping that way.
You start skipping towards this large, long table filled with food of all kinds. You see this table of adventurers are already like digging in, and as they see you approach, they just go roar and immediately go back to eating.
Yeah, and I grab like whatever the nearest mug is, even if it's out of someone else's hand, and raise it and cheer as well. Just start like picking through the food, very much like a charcuterie board, except I'm forming the charcuterie in my mouth, like stacking cheeses and meats, just like without a plate, just skipping
Hell
straight to the
yeah.
good part.
You eat it, it tastes good. What are the
Is
rest
there-
of you
is there-
doing?
Do we notice that there's something off about Rainy, or does she just jot away, skipping like she normally does?
What is your
It's very Raimi energy.
insight score?
I know not a lot changes.
Am I passive?
Or just your insight?
Can I also do insight?
How do I
Just-
check that?
wait,
I have a +0 to insight.
Okay.
do we feel like a wave of something come over us as we like to represent that
I have
saving
a
throw?
+12 to insight.
Damn.
God damn.
Emotionally intelligent and give here.
Because I feel like if Mekton like felt the passive effect of like, oh, a wave of something just hit me that I was able to bat away, then I'd check on Raimi. But if not, I'd just be like, that's Raimi.
I feel like we're
It
literally
does
like,
not
"Eh."
say that when you succeed, you are informed of, in any way. So I'm going to say no.
Okay.
But,
I'm just like, well,
oh,
Raimi's off.
yeah, no,
fine.
Shiloh, Remy's off. Something's weird.
Something's weird. Okay. I think I'm gonna go walk behind Raimi, put a hand on her shoulder, goes, "You all right, love?" Same with
She
that.
turns
We
to you.
just ate.
Did we just? Oh yeah. Huh. She turns to you, and as you see her face, she's got a turkey leg actively like shoveled into one side of her cheek, as if it's like a hamster shoveling down like sunflower seeds, and she just like pulls it out, completely clean of meat, very comic style, and she just goes,
I was just hungry. I just wanted to try something, you know?
No,
And
no,
they're like,
no.
"Wait, hold
clue
on."
that.
"So, wait, what was that?"
I think that you get distracted by like more food and things like that. Like you look like a bit like a chipmunk that's like trying to hoard for winter. And Shiloh's gonna kind of like wave Meknon and Ymir over and kind of point to Raimi and just kind of go,
As her back is turned, can I sneak around behind her and go to whatever the next tent over is?
The next delightful thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely harmless.
It is the one where people's armor is getting shined.
I like the idea that like Shiloh's literally like pointing to an empty seat, being like,
It's a single turkey bone, delicately balanced there. I stand in line.
Oh, immediately there's an empty seat, and one of the elves goes, "Oh, please, my dear," and just begins shining your armor. Goes like, "Oh, this is wonderfully crafted. Very nice, very nice."
Thank you. Oh, no, don't touch the blood underneath the crevices. I like that there.
Oh,
And
of
then,
course, of
um,
course. Can I ask, are your friends joining us? They seem rather
Yeah,
put
they're
out.
totally joined. Guys! Guys!
What's the names on the big tents? What's up with the big tents?
Ymir, like,
Do you want to have a look?
Yeah, I just want to. Who's in charge here?
So you see each of these tents is guarded by 2 human knights. So one of them is bigger than the other.
Biggest tent. Just gonna look inside, and if I can't see,
As soon
I'll
as you
poke the
start
guard.
approaching, the 2 knights lower their halberds so you cannot enter. Say, "Nope, sorry. Only friends of Galura can enter."
The who?
Gulgara.
Can I pretend to be
Gara, like
their
the
friend?
anime
Can I do
character
a deception?
from Naruto.
Maybe. I don't know.
Gara from Naruto is
No,
here. Goddamn,
Gulgara.
guys.
I'm gonna lie and say that
Oh,
we're great friends.
Golgara.
Can I do a history check to see if I rec the name?
Roll a history
Please,
check.
please.
I also want to do that about the elves.
27.
27.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Maybe. I will say you have heard of a story in a story about... You know what? I reckon it was a conversation you overheard while you were in Avernus. Or even in Minaros that just kind of sparks. Because you rolled 27. My stomach just made such a loud noise. Anyways.
It's just the bogs.
It's just the bugs, guys. They're still in the bugs.
Bugs.
Don't worry about it. Of a extremely powerful corruption devil who made a camp as a trap for the unwary to hone her powers of corruption.
I think that Sean was gonna put a gentle hand on Magnon's shoulder and goes, Gara, of course we love Gara. We go way back.
Gulgara. Her name is Gulgara.
Oh, Gara.
No, she's the anime
Gulgara.
Oh, it's
She
Gara
appears and
now
goes,
from Naruto.
yes, of course. You are not.
Ymir does the same thing. She's like, yeah, we're great friends.
You are not friends.
She's
of
like,
Gulgara.
You know, like, I don't have any armor, as you can tell. She, like, looks down at her clothes that are, like, drapery and stuff. And she's like, but I would still love to come in for a chat. And, like, bites her lip a little bit.
Roll a persuasion check. The DC is insane because they know that you're not for reasons.
While Ymir is trying to
Fuck.
talk to them, can I sneak away to see if I can fucking find Ymir?
Emir is next to
I
you.
wanna.
Oh, Emir is next to Mechnon.
I'm sorry, Raimi.
Yeah, wait,
Raimi.
what's going on?
Sorry. Raimi is getting her armor shined. What'd you get?
I'm gonna look
Mm.
to Shiloh and I'm just gonna mouth. Should we get out?
21.
21? They just
Yeah.
huff and say, no, you are not.
What if we'd like to be?
Mhm.
I know there's not much
I'm
fun
just
in
a girl.
corruption when it's made easy, but come on, the more the merrier, right?
Mm.
One of them goes inside of the tent, and you hear some murmuring. Before you see this great hulking being opens the door of the tent to look at you all. As you see this large, fiendish woman who just has these pores that just run with muck and filth and pus as she looks at you, like holes in her skin with grubs crawling in and out, and steps forward, kind of filth falling off of her. She cocks her head and grins and says, I hear you have a wish to join us, dear. But if you had such a wish, so would you have allowed it to enter you. But it seems you have great strength of mind. Pity. We can always try again. Look how much fun your friend is having.
Raimi at this point has sought out whatever the closest equivalent to a merch booth is and is like trying to buy t-shirts, one for her, one for Asmodeus, like
at this point you're like engaged in the dice game with the others, but you're like really bad at it. Keep wanting to play Go Fish again. Or you can always join us in our other tent. And she gestures over to the second smaller tent and grins.
So I like this big tent for, big things. I like big things.
Well, this one is occupied. And it seems that the second tent is also occupied, but it won't be for long.
What do you mean, not for long? What's going to happen to the second tent?
Not to the tent, or to those within.
Can I peer towards the tent to see if I can see anything?
Make a perception check.
I hate it here.
23.
Can I do the same? Oh!
23. Looking at the tent, you see just beneath the tent a pool of red liquid is slowly gathering.
I think I want to attack. How do you guys feel about this?
That would be a bad idea because we're kind of outnumbered.
Okay.
Just because we're surrounded by folk. I think that Shiloh's gonna lean towards the tent and smile as if it's unfazing and
Can I
simply...
try to charm her, or is she not charmable? Sorry.
I think she's probably a really big fiend, so I think that would probably be very difficult.
Okay.
She strikes me as like a big bad. We might have to think our way out of this one rather than with feast. Unfortunately.
Okay.
I think Shiloh's gonna simply tug her necklace and go, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid that me and my friends are taken already. And we have to be going. If you could just, let my dear friend go, we'll be on our way. I mean, you don't really want to mess with the big bads, the big guys upstairs. Hoping that she'll notice the symbol on the necklace and let them go.
I'm gonna say I need you to roll me either a deception check or an intimidation check.
I got a 4 in each. I am gonna probably burn Pact of the Talisman as well for an extra D4 on there. I will do a intimidation check.
Okay. How would you help, Neknon? I will say you're not super aware of what Shiloh's plan is.
No, but I think my passive help to intimidation, now that we have the Wrought Iron Tower, is that it is known that the Wrought Iron Tower is the weapon of an Archdevil. So I'm just like, hey, either the intimidation angle of we can fuck you up, or the persuasion angle of this belongs to one of the big guys.
Alright. I'll say you can roll your intimidation check with advantage.
Okay.
Yippee! You got this, bestie.
Roll is a 19 plus 4 for a 23, and I will burn my Pact of the Talisman if I need it. I'm going to roll to see if I get better. No, that's not good. So 23, and then I'll roll a d4 to... And I got a 1, so a 24.
Okay.
Can I do anything?
You could
want to give
throw a
Bardic
bardic or
Inspiration?
something.
Yes, I do.
How do
Is it a
you
D10
how do
or
you
a D6?
inspire your friend?
Can I also poke at my locket and look at them with a little bit of a glare, and kind of stand next to Shiloh?
So you're giving her bardic inspiration through being
Serving
by
face.
her side.
Yes.
Okay. I believe at this level it's a D10. Yeah, that sounds right.
Alright, let's give it a go. Not great, I rolled a 2 for a total of 26.
Okay. You see this creature. She glances down at the symbol on your neck, eyes flickering in recognition. And then she looks to the weapon on your back, eyes flickering in recognition. You say you're on business with the archdevils.
I'm afraid that's above your pay grade. Know that we're needed, and if we go missing, people will come looking. I'm, certain someone's favorite pet.
She wrote shit history, so she doesn't know that that Despater would never give away the wrought iron tower to fucking anyone.
Hee hee.
You may leave. I will keep my one.
I'm afraid we can't have that. You see, my lady needs her back home.
One sec, I'm texting something to Diana.
Oh no!
Why? Do it in the open. Why are you scared of the truth? Isn't this a game for community?
Oh my god.
My fingers are so cold, I'm typing so slowly right now, I'm so sorry.
What
No, that
happened
happens
to
to me all the time.
Kumbaya? Ain't nobody kumbayaing anymore.
Oh my god,
What
Maddie,
is this
this is the
thing?
craziest stat block I've ever seen. I didn't know CRs got that high. Okay, whatever you say.
Don't say that, Diana. I know you're an actress. Don't do that to us.
Alright, I'll say roll me a persuasion check.
Me?
Yeah. We do have a redeemed inspiration on the table.
I got a 21,
Okay.
and I'm happy to burn another pack of the talisman for funsies.
For the lols.
For a 23. Big
Okay.
2.
I like how anytime we get below a 30, we're all like, that's still my fail.
Well,
Hey.
you may walk with those more powerful than me, but I still have a quota to fill. I need a soul.
Unfortunately, mine's already taken.
Guys shouldn't have given up those kids. Just saying, like, this is.
But
Will
I may have
soul
something,
call you?
I may have something else to offer in return.
Oh, yeah,
You see, I have a new tool that can send souls back to Minoris for you to collect. If I could grab a couple along the way, send them your way, maybe you'd even get more in return. How does that sound?
I'll carry on your previous persuasion check. Because technically they would belong to Mammon, but she doesn't know that.
There's their sentiment on us.
I will allow this. And
You're
she
ever so generous.
points a finger over to Raimi. Raimi, what are you up to?
I've moved on to whatever the next tent is. Kind of, if there are people wandering, I'll just meld in with them Assassin's Creed style and kind of like go with the flow of people.
So it was only those 3 things. It's just those 3
Oh, in that
things.
case, I'm just doing a little circle. I'm just going back and grabbing like some extra desserts off the table.
Hell yeah. As a finger is pointed your way, you have remove curse casted on you, ending this curse, and you feel it lift off of you completely.
Anyone who's watching Raven right now sees her like back stiffen a little bit, and then she just like continues eating, but like a little more hesitantly. Like her eyes are definitely looking around a little bit more, but she's still munching, not really paying attention.
You may leave. I look forward to your payment.
Shiloh bows ever so deeply and backs away.
So, are you all leaving?
Booking it.
Grab some food, slowly back away. Wait, shouldn't we help any of these other people maybe? Or like take one of them with us? We did it for the kids. Oh, okay.
Alrighty. You guys leave. And I will post the second James map to be wasted through talking in the chat tonight. Our second shout out to James. Can we get a second
so
shout out to
sorry,
James?
James.
Can we give him some snaps for James?
James, we swear it's not on purpose. We're just that
There's so
good.
much juice.
We logged in today and we
That's
said
sweet.
no combat.
None whatsoever. We'll befriend dragons.
I
Hell
was
yeah.
so ready to throw down with that dragon, James. I want you to know I was so ready for you.
For you. Alright. You guys.
I literally
you?
pulled up. My father would hear about this.
What? Mommy. Alright. You guys leave. And you just see Kayla 3 watching you guys from the boat going, what was it? Was it fun?
No.
No.
Okay. Climb aboard.
Sorry. Emir feels super guilty. She just like feels super guilty, and she just like looks over gently to Shiloh and goes, "Sorry, just thought it would be nice for us to have a
No,
little."
it's not your fault.
relaxing time
We all
together.
had hopes. You know, it was nice for a while it lasted.
Yeah, speak for yourself. I had a great time.
I keep thinking about the turkey leg incident. Shiloh just nods and goes, "Okay, all right."
Oh,
Yeah,
oh shit. Actually,
No, never mind. Continue.
Remy, it seems like you have sharper teeth than I do. I don't know how you did that.
I can teach you. Well, no,
Oh, yeah.
we don't
You got
have more
time to
turkey
kill.
down here. Oh,
Shiloh looks to the fucking displacer fiend.
hey, no, stop.
And you can see Raimi kind of like shuffle over in front of Asmodeus and just kind of like gives him a little hug, and then also tucks into her pocket and pulls out a cookie and gives it to him that she snuck into.
good boy.
And she shuffles backwards to her room. You hear a couple thumps from beneath the deck of the ship, kind of emanating from her room a little bit. It sounds like someone's either punching a wall or digging a knife into it over and over again. It's hard to tell.
Understandable. I punched the wall a couple times in turn.
Me too, Bev. In solidarity.
I'm right there with you.
Alrighty. So we have a couple minutes of this session left, and I know that we're gonna have a little we're still gonna have some talking at the start of next session before we arrive in Philagathos. Raimi, can you roll me a DC 13 wisdom saving throw?
Oh, thank God.
My
That teen really came in
Shut up.
handy. Are you within 10 feet of me?
nope.
And it is a natural 1. Can I use the the inspiration that chat granted?
You can,
Not
but
letting
that
this
would have been
happen.
so funny.
No, fuck you, Maddie.
Wait, what are we rolling by the way?
Oh, this is just Raimi rolling a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
What'd you get?
It's a 12.
Okay. All right. Raimi. I'm gonna ask for some rolls from you.
Yep.
It's messed up.
Shit's fucked.
Remy's going through it. Remy's going through it.
This will just take a quick sec.
Hello, the roaming DM. Hello, Raiders.
Are you asking for actual rolls or are you asking for the modifier?
Actual rolls.
Oh, okay. Oh man. Oh god, oh man. Well, that ain't fantastic.
What are you doing, the star? I feel so bad. I'm like, can I do anything?
Can I have everyone's passive perceptions?
9.
Plus 12. Is that what you mean?
No.
15.
Let me have a look.
What do we
for
look
you.
at for that?
It'll be.
Oh, I see. 22.
Okay. Mia.
Yeah.
In the night, when all of you are sleeping, you hear noises from below deck in the brig. What sounds like growling.
Is Raimi a fucking werewolf?
Oh my goodness.
Are you aware something? I swear to
okay.
God.
Emir is going to. Yeah.
There's no
do we?
moons in the hills.
Okay. So Emir. Oh my God! Is
What
there
the-
anything I can do? Like, should we try to knock her out too?
Are you gonna do anything?
You're the only one that notices. The rest of us are asleep.
Oh, okay. Oh. Can I? Would I be able to talk to? Let me try. Can I talk to Remy and say,
So you're like,
all right,
you're like
or
behind.
she's not able to engage with
You're
me?
behind a door, but like, you hear this kind of like growling, and then just.
Okay, I'm going to send her a message.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say that I want to help you, but you need to tell me how I can help you. Are you a werewolf? What is going on? How can I
You
help?
do not receive
Like basically
any
that in a
response.
message.
What do you do?
Shoot. Can I? Oh my God! Do I wake
Charlotte,
everybody
what
up?
was your passive?
15.
I'm going to wake up Shiloh and tell Shiloh about it.
Okay,
She's smart.
Charlotte, you wake up easily and start hearing the noises as well.
Oh, say, Jimmy, what you want? No, you cannot
Something's
join.
wrong.
Don't do cuddles.
She like blinks a couple times and she's like, well, our friend is in trouble. Something is going on, and I think I heard a growl and then yelp, and I need your help because I don't know what to do. And she's not
Who's in trouble?
responding to me.
Megnon. Is
No.
Megnon or Remy?
Remy.
Okay, and Shell's gonna get up and book it downstairs and swing the door. Just not even asked to open the door, just opens the door.
You open the door and you see Raimi kneeling in front of guts and gore, a knife in her hand, as she is covered in blood, heaving and grinning. And we're gonna end our session there! Alright, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hannah has a heart out, so we're gonna do this so fucking quickly. You know, okay, we've done this a few times. Check everyone in their things. Is there anything else anyone has that's new that they need to announce really quickly?
Nah, just that I'm sorry.
Everyone vote for people in the Crit
They're
Awards.
of
Follow
murder.
all of these people. They are in the
my
description below. We love them so much. We will see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!